Hey everyone, today the House of Representatives took a historic vote to pass tax cuts and tax reform. The last time reform occurred, I was around the age of 6. My two boys, Magnum and Maverick, they're about the same age, 5 and 7. I look just like them, probably weighed about 60 pounds, soaking wet. I had a little bit more hair at that point. I didn't grow up to become a tax attorney. I became a grunt soldier disarming bombs. That was the work of my hands, cutting wires attached to explosives. It is a proud moment when you are able to truly put into practice that we the people are not meant to work for the government, but rather the government is meant to work for the people. To me, tax cuts, tax reform is all about you keeping the work of your hands. Every day as I worked, I pictured the people of the 18th district that I know across the entire breadth of it. I picture all of the single students at Kaiser University or Indian River State College or FAU working hard and studying hard. I say proudly that we doubled their standard deduction from $6,350 to $12,000. That means your student loan interest is already covered. If you graduated and wanted to go out and buy a new car, that means that the sales tax is covered. The moving costs to move to your new job are covered all without having to itemize your taxes. I see the young Coast Guard couples up there in Fort Pierce who had their standard deduction doubled from $12,700 to $24,000 so that their mortgage interest is covered. The sales tax is covered. They don't have to spend weeks getting all of their tax documents together. They sit down for breakfast on a Saturday morning and fill out their taxes on a form the size of a postcard over eggs and bacon. That is an incredible move. I see the folks who protect us working for our Sheriff Snyder, for Sheriff Mascara, Sheriff Bradshaw, and I see that when the president signs this bill into law, that they take home a bigger paycheck immediately, because the first $12,000 for single and $24,000 for married couples is taxed at 0 instead of at 10%. And then for the single filers, everything from $12,000 to $45,000, or for married couples, everything from $24,000 to $90,000 is only taxed at 12% instead of 15%. That's more money in your paycheck immediately. Only to some talking head here in Washington, D.C. is saving $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 in taxes not real significant money. A car payment, rent, paying off student loans. It is real money in your pocket. My kids used to go to Morningside Christian in Port St. Lucie. My wife homeschools them now, but my wife homeschools them, alongside other families that have 3 children, just like Brianna and I have. And, they see their child tax credit going up from $1,000 to $1,600. I know that extra $600 per child is a lot. It's college savings, it's tuition, it's groceries, and those families are all better off. For that family of 3, that means that child tax credit in total just went up $1,800. I see the entrepreneurs, the small business owners, the people who do wedding planning, tent rentals, flower shop owners, the tackle shop owners, kitchen and bath remodeling company owners, the people who own lawn services, landscaping and excavating companies, those who are out there, putting in fencing and pool enclosures. They're going to pay a 9% tax rate on the first $75,000 in earnings if it's total under $150,000, and the total rate, the highest rate, is not going to be anything higher than 25%. That is big savings for all of those people in that LLC bracket. I see the large corporations like Lockheed Martin, United Technologies, and Nextera. Their rates are all lowered. The dollars that they have trapped overseas, they get to repatriate those dollars, bring them back, and put them into the manufacturing lines that they're building new jet engines right in our backyard. That's the work that goes on in our community. I see the great charitable work being done in our district. Operation 300, everything through the Martin County Health System, the Philip Bush Foundation, the Navy SEAL Museum. I see all that charitable giving opportunity has now expanded by allowing for a greater percentage of income to be written off. I'm proud of this bill, and I'm proud of the way that it helps all of you that I see around town at Friday Fest in Fort Pierce, at the Town Center in Port St. Lucie, those of you that my family worships with, over at Christ Fellowship or Westside Baptist, those that we see at brunch at the Seminole Inn after church, those that I see at Stewart Taco or walking around the Gardens Mall. This bill makes sure your money stays in your pocket, which is what you deserve because you earned it.